Or some people that spoke out, spoke for, and demanded that people of color have residence here. Well, now you're here. Now you're here. Now you can demand what you want. Don't let this place be the eyesore of the city. Be as rich as the money they make off of you. Whatever you want, start demanding. You want something for your kids? Summer coming up. The guy right now waiting for Wells Fargo to sign a day check so they can finish construction. Y'all know about that. Y'all heard about that? Okay. And it's supposed to happen between the next couple of weeks. When he signed that check, when Wells Fargo signed that check, construction starts. This is what I want to happen. This is what I want to happen. These brothers out here doing your thing, well, trying to step up and say, look, I want some of these jobs here. There's a whole lot of construction jobs. And I'll be the first one here to be demanding that you get a couple of those jobs. Because they're going to start cutting out these apartments, they're going to hire people outside of Pierce Manor to do it. Or we're going to say we want our folks to get those jobs. You know what I'm saying? So in a few weeks, that's what's going to happen. So my job as an organizer and a leader is to find out all the nicks and crannies of that money. To make sure that not only are you going to be making money off you all, but you're all going to be a part of it. So here's what you have to do. You got to keep the peace. You got to keep the peace. Ladies, you bring your boyfriends in here, that's good. But just don't tell them you need to get on his own. You got a problem or beef, take it somewhere else. Don't bring it on in Oakwood Plaza PM. Because if you want the peace, you got to be a part of the peace, right? You agree with me? Yes. So because these babies, I see the little baby right here, one of them help me out. And, see, those are my kids. I worked with kids for 30 years in this town. And somebody brought me one of them, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to tell you that right now. All them cops right here, I'll get the devil to help you. If you want to act like a devil, I'll get the same devil that you'll get to put you away. Because I'm getting sick and tired of all of us allowing ourselves to be the brunt of all this kind of unnecessary stuff. A 6-month-old, what is it, Clyde? 6-month-old baby in Chicago was shot 5 times. Y'all heard about that? It's on all the internet. I'm talking about the high heels and the other stuff, and look at some of this stuff that's on the internet. Go to my Facebook and on it. Come on now. What a 5-time shot. That's the kind of madness that go on in our communities. Why?
Whatever happened to base?
And come on now. In Detroit, finally, and this is a cop shooting here, the 7-year-old baby some time ago that was shot in Detroit. You heard about that? That cop is going to trial in May. I'm going to Detroit to be a part of that. So what I'm saying to you all, that we all responsibility on both sides. Respect for ourselves and demand respect. When those cops come in here, the Negro, he still working here? He gone? I can call cops names, I don't care. When those cops come in here, you make sure that you give y'all respect. If brothers in the hallway, they ain't doing nothing wrong, leave them alone. Mind your business, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if brothers gonna hang out in the hallway, smoking weed on the side of the building, don't come in the house smoking weed, because you're disturbing the other residents. Do that somewhere else. You see how that works? It works on both sides. Respect is demanded, but respect gotta be practiced. Y'all agree with me? I hope I'm making some sense. I heard about you guys going to the council meeting. Some of you went to the council meeting. I heard that tore it up. But now, you got to go in with some demands now. It's all right to make noise. I've been a noise maker most of my adult life. Now it's to demand some stuff. Here's what I'm demanding from the mayor. One, I'm demanding that the mayor to institute sensitivity training and cultural training for all the police officers in his department, about 340 something. Secondly, I want him to establish a violence prevention department, which will deal with real methods to deal with it, not policing methods. And I can talk to the homeboys, I can talk to Crip, Bloods, Captain Crunch, you know, the homeboys, Jason, the Bloods, and I can talk to all of them, and I've been in Chicago all over the country, and I can stop them from fighting. But if all you know is to put your police officers in there and create other risks, and what they do sometimes, some of these problems among these brothers is created by police officers themselves. So the thing is, we want a department that's going to get a police that's going to realistically address the issue. You know what I'm saying? So this is some real stuff we're talking about, folks. This is real. We have to decide ourselves, what do we want? What do we want? Do we want justice? Do we want peace? I said we want both. The justice that we want is black folks in Elizabeth have to come out of their shell and have to be respected. But the only way you're going to be respected is if you come out of it. Right now, you're in a shell. And in that shell, you propel with a whole lot of anger and frustration. And I'm not talking about just black folks in Pierce Manor. But I missed the council meeting because I was in Baltimore last night. Gone crazy. The 7th most violent city in America. Wow. Black folks. Why are we at the brunt of this violence? Why violence is so acceptable to us? Why? Anybody ever think about that? I mean, I got a spiritual reason I can go there. I'm not going to even go there. I'm going to just take some logistics. Why we have 517 murders in Chicago? Mind you now, Chicago is the city where Minister Lil Farrakhan is based. No disrespect. Jesse Jackson, Operation Headquarters is in Chicago. Oprah Winfrey, the richest black person in America, is based in Chicago. But 517 unanswered murders in Chicago, and right now, at this point, they're worse than last year. 300 and something murders in Philadelphia, the same in Baltimore. We had back-to-back 17 murders, 17 last year, 17 the year before. That don't sound like a high number, but it's high for Elizabeth. Newark has 92. 92 and 12, 92 and 11. They said, oh, it's better than 40. 92 murders, how can you justify that? But 106 was your worst. So that's not too far from that. Why? Are we that crazy? Then we wake up in the morning and create these monstrous babies that grow up and say the first thing they learn how to do is use a gun and not play a basketball game? What's wrong, folks? What's wrong with PM? We got a decision we can make. We can take this whole PM thing and turn it upside. We can say, you know what? We ain't gonna pay your rent for a month. Let's sit down and talk about how we're gonna run PM.
Let's do that.
Listen when you make that money. We're gonna get that respect. We go to Wells Fargo. When that man signed that check at Wells Fargo, we could take 100 people to Wells Fargo, the same check they signed, and say, look, we ain't paying our rent. Therefore, bank, you ain't getting your money. You may want to take that check back. And then the owner will say, wait, don't do that. See what I'm saying, folks? It's simple stuff. It's simple stuff. How you got the Voting Rights Act because Dr. King and others marched and raised a lot of hell, and you got the vote, that's how we can vote. You got the Civil Rights Act, whatever it means today, because they raised a lot of hell, and they done it with all the poor folks. There's no whole lot of rich black folks like it is today. Whole lot of folks just like me and you. You got very little money, you got whip out pennies and try to make it happen. Here in this city, you don't think y'all can get what you want? Black folks is only 20% of this population here. Only 20%. You're a smaller number. And there's a whole lot of other folks in this city really don't care about you. You're by yourself. I'm trying to tell you. And I love my Latin brothers and sisters, but not a whole lot of time they're going to come to your aid. So you're by yourself. And you got the brunt of all the problems. You're the most unemployed. You're the most self-murderous people. You're the worst of the worst. They look at you and spit on you. Literally. And we got a black president. Why? You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong. Now, we here because a couple of things that happened. The brother got shot here. I still didn't go see those bullets. I heard about 5.
It's the middle building. It's 200.
That's the one I've been putting out there.
Oh, it's 220.
See what happened? I'm getting old in this.
No, probably got the wrong information because they were saying it's.
Well, you know what? There's something happening to everyone in there. You know what I'm saying? So you pick one, you got them all. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, folks, we got to decide. So I'm going to tell you like this. In 2 weeks, this is what we're going to do. In 2 weeks, I ain't going to city council. We're going to go see the mayor. Either we can do this in 2 ways. Y'all make the decision. We can have the mayor come here, or we can go see him. But in doing so, we got to have a plan. What you want.